Hey, it's Leah with Crab and Moon, and this is your weekly tarot and oracle card reading for the week of March 3rd to March 9th. So I'm going to pull an animal card, tarot cards, and then 3 fairy cards. You can pick one of the 3 to get a more specific message. So a few things happening within astrology this week is that Mercury retrograde starts on March 5th and it lasts for almost the whole month of March. So Mercury rules the realms of communication, travel, and technology. So retrograde means that the planet is spinning backwards, which can create some jumbles in those areas. So communication might be a little bit tricky, technology might go haywire. These kinds of things are known to happen at Mercury retrograde, but I don't think it should be something that we fear. I think that it should be embraced as a slowdown time. So Mercury retrograde is a good time to just sort of relax a little bit, take a bit of a pause in your projects in your life, and do things that start with RE. So relax, rethink, reprioritize, these kinds of things. So March should be a bit of a slowdown month for everyone, and that's how you can best work with the Mercury retrograde energy. And then you'll be refreshed and rejuvenated and have some new ideas and some new energy come April. Also on March 6th is a new moon in Pisces. So it's a good time to just embrace the unknown, to get a lot of sleep, do meditation, be creative, be, like daydream and be kind of just in the flow of relaxation and creating and imagination. So yeah, it's a good time to rest and hang out and do creative projects. So the animal for the week is the falcon. And his message is act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. So the falcon is, he looks very proud, he's very focused, he's got sharp eyesight and a really good perspective. So Mercury retrograde could be a good time to really figure out what it is that you want to act on. So what's the next move you want to make? What's the project you really want to commit to? What do you really want to commit your energy to? So I don't think that this is necessarily an immediate week of action necessarily, but the Falcon is saying that it is a good time to figure out what it is that you want to commit to. So this could be in terms of your career, in terms of relationships, or in terms of projects or other things you're working on. Like, what do you really want to commit your energy to? So this is a good time to figure that out and then decide how you're going to act on it. All right, we have the World reversed. Get one more card. 5 of Wands reversed. Okay, so these 2 cards together reversed are saying to me very much so that it is a time to be alone and to retreat from the world. The World is reversed. This card in this deck, it's actually a solar system, lots of planets and stars and moons and stuff. So this is very much a Mercury retrograde card, I think, when it's reversed. So the message stands that it is a good time to just let the planets do their thing and to not try to rush into anything this week, but just to sort of retreat from the world, actually. The more time you can spend alone or just in quiet time at home or with loved ones is going to be very beneficial. So maybe don't put yourself out there like crazy this week or overdo it with activities and events and social gatherings because it's going to be draining this week. And the 5 of Wands reversed too is about retreating from noise, drama, chaos, busyness, other people's opinions. So it is a really good time to spend time alone. However you like to spend time alone, try to make time for that this week. Try meditation if you've never tried it. Try to get more sleep. Try to just spend some quiet time off of technology. You could try reading a book, writing, doing a quiet activity, doing quiet creative activities like painting or coloring or whatever you like to make or do, listening to music. It's just about getting away from society a little bit because even when we're spending too much time with people we like spending time with, it can be draining because everybody has a different opinion, a different way of doing things, and it can just get noisy. It can get chaotic, it can get dramatic, it can get overwhelming. So this is a week to retreat from the world. That's the main piece of advice for this week. Although the Falcon is saying take action, what I'm saying is that this is a week to just decide what your next steps are going to be. You don't actually have to take them yet, but just decide what's going to be coming next for you and what you want to prioritize. So now I will show you 3 fairy cards, and you pick number 1, 2, or 3, and then that will be your specific message for the week. So you can skip ahead. I'll show down below where your card starts in the video. So this would be 1, 2, and 3. So pick a number and that's your message. Interesting. Okay, so card number 1 is Sun. So it says, your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. If you have a son, just means spend more time, or if there's a boy in your life that's important to you, spend time with children in general. That can be very healing this week. It can be relaxing. So if you don't have a child or a son, this message can also be that it's good to be like a child this week. So tap into your inner child, take care of your inner child, give yourself some love and encouragement, let yourself be innocent and curious and to look at the world with joy and wonder. Maybe spend some time outside or with animals. So that would be your message. And just a heads up for those who picked number 1, number 2 is daughter. So that's sort of a duo message that children are important this week, and it's also important to love your inner child this week. If you are a son, like if you are a man watching this, this could be, it's a good time to spend time with your parents or, spend time with family in general. So there's number 1. Number 2 is daughter. So similar message to number 1. If you have a daughter or there's a young girl in your life, it could be beneficial to spend time with them this week, give them attention or listen to what they have to say, or spending time with kids will teach you something this week. If you don't have a daughter, tap into your inner child, be joyful and playful this week. Just kind of have fun and go with the flow. That's a good thing to do in Pisces seasons, to not push too hard or work too hard or be too hard on yourself. So the answer to your question involves your daughter. So if you don't have a daughter and you are a daughter, again, spend time with your parents, reach out to your parents, just spend time with loved ones, but embrace your inner child is the main message. So fairy card number 3 is travel. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. So you may be traveling soon, even if you don't know it yet. But remember, this can also be just like little trips. So getting outside of your comfort zone or going somewhere new for the weekend or going to a museum even. Just doing something different, going somewhere different and seeing a new environment. So because this week is all about retreating from the world, this travel could be something that's coming up in a couple of months maybe, but the ball has maybe started rolling for this trip. Or it's saying to do an inner sort of travel. So like I had mentioned, meditation, astral travel, getting outside of your body in a way just by creating art or dancing or playing music. So travel can have a few different meanings. So it's basically just getting outside of your norm. So whether this is going somewhere new or just spending time alone at home but trying a new activity. It will be, well, the card says life-changing and positive. So maybe take up a new hobby if you're not going to be traveling. That could be your message. Okay, so those are your fairy cards. The general energy for the week is just to relax and tap into your imagination. We can all be creative, even if you don't think you can. We all have a way that we can create and tap into our childlike imagination, see the world in a new, exciting, creative way, and just get lots of rest and hang out and relax this week. Have a good week, and we'll see you next time.